Screen, and we're away in Rome. Lazio versus Juventus. Getting a few challenges there from Lucas Leiva. The ball played across Samoa. Beaten to the ball by Lulic, and that's solid clash.
Yeah, I'd say that Lulic probably a bit naughty there, excessive.
Bringing down the Ghanaian.
So many star players they can call upon.
Parolo. The first of this towards Buffon's goal, hoping for a little flick on there, and coming in the 4th minute of play. Luis Alberto's very close to it, but the ball driven with getting away from the first challenger, getting the ball to Dybala.
He's their powerful attacking. If you haven't seen Lazio much this season, you've missed a treat, but keep an eye on that. Sergio Milinkovic.
Just coming off the bench as Lazio continue to burst forward. Milinkovic couldn't get the puck away with possession, still going, and then shut down by Barzagli. Tries to recover, and why is hot property at the moment. Free kick for Juventus, and Mandzukic, what a chance for you.
The silly foul handball by Lukaku, but Mandzukic, for a man of his,
to break the deadlock. A wonderful free kick, but
his experience, a Champions League winner, we mustn't forget, with
Luis Alberto. Immobile's in the middle. Lukaku keeps it in play. The cross out of
Sami Khedira.
First of the match for Lazio.
Really excellent work there. A good low cross from Lukaku.
From Parolo. As Pjanic is fouled here from Marco Parolo, right in front of Luka Ban.
They're playing in a very adventurous manner today, showing a bit more of the flair than we're accustomed to seeing.
Lazio. As the cross is played inside, Luis Alberto deflected over the cross.
Did take a deflection, and is that Ciro Immobile given a bit of a nibble off the ball by Mira?
On 19 minutes.
It looked ominous when it dropped to the...
For Lazio, another cross from Luis Alberto, the header, Buffon stops Milinkovic, Savic on 20.
Easy in terms of position for Gigi Buffon. Generated fairly decent power, but it...
Shot on goal, the first of the match for Lazio. There is a ball into the box. Milinkovic unable to keep it in play, though, and goal kick will ensue.
But tonight he has, due to the injury to Gonzalo Higuain, to roll. Just saying that Mario Mandzukic doesn't really get to play very often as the low number.
Has a crack from distance, and Buffon puts it out.
Yeah, decent effort from Ciro Immobile. Buffon got a
shot for Immobile. Again from the set piece, Lazio look to break the deadlock. The cross saved by Buffon, direct. There had to be, and another corner for Lazio. Lichtsteiner uses his pace, gets past Lichtsteiner, and the ball goes out of bounds. Lichtsteiner. And foul there by Luis Alberto.
Let's have a look. Just took his leg away from him. He tripped himself then with his trailing leg. And a couple of
pocket for a while, and here it is.
Not for very long,
Not for very long, and Luis Alberto's the first player to... As he steps up now, floats a great ball inside. Parolo puts it out for a corner. This bit. Swung in by Dybala, and there's a foul spotted. The whistle. Let me see where this foul. It was an own goal from Lukaku, and free kick to Lazio. It's Lichtsteiner. Where was the foul?
The foul, I think, is adjudged to have been
not given, and Luis Felipe, in an attempt to get to the ball, has fouled Mandzukic.
Watch his step from now on. It was pretty robust on Mandzukic there. I don't think there was.
And second yellow card of the match, and it's the Brazilian defender who in support decides to float the ball at the far post, and Lulic judge
of Serie A. Lovely cross. There you see, that's a proper crunch, that is, Marco. In the process, or just perhaps he's winded himself, but there was a crunch there between two of the...
Just in the nick of time, timing his run perfectly. But yeah, it was a big... Lulic had every intention of getting to the ball first, but Buffon... As the ball swung in at the near post, Parolo first to the ball, the shot is wide, but it's deflected.
But let's see who it comes off. Oh yeah, that was more by that
corner. Khedira with the effort.
It happened so quickly. Khedira managed.
Here's Luis Alberto now. Ball into the box, too strong for Immobile.
Yeah, Ciro.
Radu beats Lichtsteiner to the ball, and this will be a yellow for Lichtsteiner. Been warned with a yellow, and Lichtsteiner now the first Juventus player.
Yeah, a clash of the number 26s, and it's the man in black and white.
Trying to sprint away with possession. There's the half-time whistle. 0-0 in Rome between Lazio and Juventus. Between these two heavyweights of Serie A this season, second versus third, a few chances at either end, but it's still very tactically minded, this match between Allegri and Inzaghi.
Yeah, it was lively despite the no goals. There were one or two chances at both ends. There was a lot of congestion, both coaches trying to cancel each other out, so a lot of the movement was down the flanks. One or two tasty challenges as well, one or two rather naughty fouls, but yet to see that man we just glimpsed, Paulo Dybala, really make an impact. I think Allegri will be desperate to get him on the ball, and likewise I think Lazio will be desperate to get Luis Alberto a bit more involved, their skillful Spaniard.
Handed out by Banti. So we're away for the second half. On the right, Lichtsteiner. Cross a high one at the far post. Strakosha beats everyone to the ball. Keeps the ball in play, but it only goes as far as Milinkovic. And Benatia, the last to touch the ball. It's a corner.
Good to see someone admitting that it came off them. Tell you what, though, it was pretty close. Good.
No, I think it's come off the Serb. He admits it as along with Lazio. But who knows? Milan, Sampdoria, Atalanta all hovering around forward.
And also Marcos so versatile, can play on either wing, particularly comfortable as a trequartista, the number 10, as they tried him out in the centre a few weeks ago and it didn't quite work out. He didn't
pass away. He does. Here's Luis Alberto, Immobile, and Buffon it is.
Very, very well.
And I think Benatia showing his pace as well. I think he would have beaten.
This is a lovely idea by Luis Alberto, and Immobile nearly got there, but Buffon.
The 1-2, Luis Alberto, the ball inside, Lucas Leiva brought down, and Benatia tells Lucas.
Juventus man, I have to say.
And Lucas Leiva did get a touch as well to the ball.
And Lucas Leiva, well, it was reckless, it has to be said.
Pjanic, here is Dybala, spotting Strakosha out of his goal.
Which showed a bit of fatigue and rustiness, and then he did the little...
That's an explosive run from Paulo Dybala from a long way out, but doesn't force a save.
Put everyone out. I think it also caught Dybala out. It was a bit behind him, and the shot was, again, a shot.
Juventus, Dybala! And Luis Felipe. And he chips it forward at the far post for Rugani, and nobody touches it. The box spins away. And then a yellow for Alexandro.
Lucas Leiva's right foot with his studs. Alexandro.
Minutes after coming on, he's already been booked here, the Brazilian. A late challenge on Lucas. It's it out to the left, Alexandro. Chance for a cross, he whips in a good one. And Parolo got there to block. And tried to chip it forward for Parolo. Challenge. And he's chased by Parolo. Dybala keeps possession. Now Lucas Leiva brings him down.
Nickel there from Lucas Leiva. You could see that he had Dybala in his sights. Shot in his heel, need him in the head.
Way.
Yeah, a bit touchy there, a bit...
With Alexandro in the middle. Here is Alexandro in the centre forward position, but that pass to stepping past Asamoah. And... well, there was a card here. Yeah. Who'd already seen the ball a long way away, and he's tripped him. Lulic, who will be booked. A stupid challenge. As Juventus go looking for a winner now. Douglas Costa in the box, and it's...
I have to say, actually,
looks like he got the ball there.
Yeah, I have to...
It's outside the area.
Lulic taking such a risk after being cautioned seconds before.
Straight to Dybala, goes through the ball. Dybala, and Dybala in stoppage time. He scores his first goal of the 2018 and wins the match against Lazio here at the Olimpico.
Well, that is why they are champions. They have the patience, they have the skill. It looked like we were heading for a 0-0, but the Joya, the Jewel popped up. Buffon celebrating with them as well. That is the mark of champions. They can hurt you when all looks lost.
Well, late drama between... and it's all over! Juventus defeat Lazio by 1-0. Paulo Dybala.
From Dybala.
Oh, what an incredible match, a dramatic finish.